read my blog post on letting go of revenge and moving into love and acceptance, you were introduced to an awesome video by Jan Levissant being interviewed by Jessica Ortner. And if you haven't seen it, don't fret. I will link it in the video description below for you because it is such a good one. Now, in this video today, I want to dive a bit further into the awesome insight Iyanla offered as putting these points into practice, especially for IBD patients, can be huge in healing. Now, speaking on my own healing journey, it wasn't until I addressed and healed the emotional component that I got the long lasting results. Otherwise, I would have just been taking new supplements that would have worked for a while and then stopped working, leaving me with another flare. So once I became aware of my negative beliefs and patterns, that is when my deeper healing actually occurred. Iyanla states that we accommodate our own beliefs, probably because it's comfortable. However, if you don't clear these negative beliefs or any beliefs that may leave you feeling bad or are in contrast to what you really want in life, these beliefs will just continue to recreate that situation. So basically, holding on to the same beliefs will create the same outcome, and that situation that you don't want anymore will continue to recreate itself over and over. Now, this leads us into patterns. So when you see a pattern, pause. And this could be any pattern, but I like the example that Iyanla used in her video. She talked about going through a breakup and how many of us deal with a relationship ending by jumping right back into another one. Now, it could temporarily ease the pain of the breakup, but we all know that rebounds are usually no good long term. So, here was her point with this example. When we get out of something big, especially something traumatic, or even something small, why don't we take time to pause and reflect? Taking a pause is so underestimated because this reflection can help us figure out what happened and how not to repeat it again. And Jeannie has always believed in the power of a pause and being in stillness. It helped her with her healing journey tremendously, and it has actually helped me in my healing journey as well. So stepping away can give you clarity and so many other things. And a pause gives you the ability to refocus on what you want and not the bad or traumatic thing that happened, that's been sitting in front of you all day long thinking about it. So it's kind of like a recess, a mini vacation for your mind and your body that are working so hard for you every day. Now, Iyanla states that she had a light bulb moment regarding patterns when she was on an airplane. And she noticed that the airplane had to circle control tower and the airway landing strip right before it takes off. It stops dead in its tracks and pauses. And so her profound insight came at that moment. In order to take up and fly, you've got to pause. So ask yourself, what did I experience? What did I learn? Take a step back and reflect on what occurred and the pattern that was involved. So that way you can be aware of it, change it, and then change the results. Now, she further continues that the things that frighten us the most bring us the greatest power. So we may be patterned in such a way that even positive, happy feelings seem strange to us and are just as scary, especially when we are used to guilt, self-blame, and negative things that we are unfamiliar with, these feel-good vibes and emotions. But once you do so, it is so freeing. So How could all of this help with IBD? Because our past experiences with chronic illness, we can have the belief that we aren't going to heal. You weren't able to heal in the past, so it's not gonna and it won't happen now. But in this situation, we are living in the past when we think this way. So, based on logic, it may not make sense what I am saying here. If you are sick, or dying from Crohn's, for example, you may be saying, yeah, but this is my current reality. I am sick. So, this leads me to another point. Our body hears what we say about it. So, if we continue to put on the I am unhealthy identity, it hears that and it will probably most likely continue to be sick. I learned this technique on my own deathbed when suffering from extreme ulcerative colitis. And I put into practice this little thing every day. So I saw myself healthy. I made myself envision myself as a healthy woman. And I asked myself, what does this look like? What does it feel like? I put myself in that reality, seeing and feeling what my life would look like as healthy. And while you're doing this, you will not only feel probably awesome, but you are putting in place a focus on the future, your future, and not remaining stuck in the past. Now, this also applies to unhealthy habits, patterns, which may be affecting your overall healing. And these bad habits may be, emotional, perhaps food related, negative patterns in relationships or jobs, anything that you cling to or default to, but you want to change. So if you wonder why you keep engaging in the same destructive patterns or relationships or thoughts over and over again, if you can ask yourself, why do I keep choosing the same partner with a different face? Why do I not have enough money? Why am I still sick? I encourage you to check out this game-changing healing course that Jeannie created for LTYG readers and others who are struggling with chronic health issues, disempowerment, lack of abundance, and unsupportive relationships, and maybe even boring in a rut lives, because our unresolved, unhealed crap really holds us back. And now I want to leave you with some words from Joe Dispenza that I really resonate with. If you want something to change, you have to stop doing the same things. You can't expect change by thinking the same thoughts, the same beliefs, having the same job, keeping the same relationships, eating the same food, and expect change to come. Something has to give, and this starts with you taking the first step by changing what you are doing to change your reality into what you want. I hope you found today's video helpful. I had a great time spending with you today. Addressing the emotional aspect of healing can be intense, but it is so worth it. What are your go-to exercises to help heal the underlying emotional components of IBD? Please drop me a comment or a shout out below. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Until next time, happy healing, and remember, always listen to your gut.
Laser tapping is a technique that really needs to be experienced to understand what exactly it is and how amazing it feels. So come on over to lasertapping.com and sign up for a free session with me to experience this incredible technique for yourself.